Hello. So we're testing out my washer since now that I figured out how to attach it, because so I was dumb and you know, so it has this thing, right, that attaches to your sink, and we got it and everything. This is new. So this had two of these little black washers in there, and I'm a fucking dumbass. So I was like, why it won't fit, because the washer was all the way to the top, and I was like, how is it supposed to be on there? So I went to the store to get help to find out if I can get a piece that would attach to here to here. And they were like, I don't know, that's pretty weird. And then they sent me to a different shop, and so I went to this other shop, which is a plumbing one. And I explained to him, you know, this side is supposed to attach to my sink, and this bottom part attaches to the hose part. And he goes, oh, and he just boop and popped that out. And I looked at him and I started laughing, and I just said, I'm so sorry. Obviously I'm not a plumber, so but he fixed that for me, obviously. So now I have this attached to my sink, and this just pops on like that. This is the hot water hose. This is the cold water hose. I will be using hot water. This is the drain hose. I'm using hot water because some of our clothes that we had set off to the side were damp, so I want to make sure they get a good clean. And this is about how tall it is. Comes up to my lower hip. And right now I have just a little bit of whatever in there. And I don't know if you can see because that light. So we got, you know, how much, warm, hot, or cold, the load size, and then the cycle settings, power, and whatnot. So I have some clothes in here right now that we are going to test out. Oh, this glare, I'm so sorry. There we go, that's a little better. We're gonna test this out. So this takes this is an HE. So I have HE. I'm looking for my phone now. I have HE dish soap. This is what I use. I can't use scented stuff anymore because triggers. So this is what I use. This is what I'll be using. And this goes into there. So we are going to, also, he didn't give me the manual with it because he couldn't find it at the time. So I'm just fucking winging it. So we're going to turn this on.
I think that's where the soap is.
Yeah, I'm sure that's where the soap is. We're going to choose one for normal. 33 minutes. I don't like measuring it in here because, like, this is tiny, so it really doesn't need that much soap, but I usually also would throw this in the wash actually with it to rinse this out, but I'm not going to, and I'm just going to let it drain back. Let's close that and see what happens. Maybe if I turned on the water.
Yeah, that might help.
Okay, so I have the hot run water on and it's spraying out of there a little bit. So I don't know if it's just filling up right now. I don't really care if it sprays out, but this is literally just our first test. I'm just seeing what's gonna happen. Like, I've used the spin cycle on it last night to test it. I literally just did some laundry quickly in the bathtub, used the spin cycle on here to drain the water, and then put it in the dryer. And that worked fine, but because I was dumb and I couldn't figure out how to attach the hose, this is the first time actually trying it with water. So, it's been on for a minute.
Doesn't feel like anything's going through.
I don't know. We'll just wait and see what happens. That's for cool water.
It's just that one's vibrating more than that one, maybe.
Don't touch. Okay, I'm pausing it for a minute. We're gonna do large load size, temp, press for 3 seconds. Warm, hot. Okay, start. My glare is really bothering me. Oh my god. Stupid glare. I'm sorry about this glare, but... Did I press play? Play. Yes. There we go. Okay, so the hot water one was not working. I'll have to find out why. So we're doing cold. Wonder if I can... Okay. So, yeah. So that's cold. It's working. Sorry. I'm going to close the lid and wipe that off. And we'll see how it goes. They said it hasn't been used in like 3-ish years, and she only used it a handful of times. It was an elderly lady that owned it, and so she probably just was getting too old to be able to use it. But yeah, So it's filling up. It's so cute. Ah, sorry. The stand is awkwardly. The hot water wasn't working, so I switched it to the cold water. There might just be a cat, something covering it, or I don't know. Okay, so I had to close the lid. So it's filled. You can't really see that, but your phone?
I thought it up going to bed, but you check it too.
Did you figure out how to change the filter? Did you show you how? Oh.
I reached in there.
Okay, next. I know, but so there's the neighbor got a dog. He's a little baby named Benson, and he's like whining next to her. He's not super loud or anything, but it makes me sad because I'm like, oh, poor baby.
She said we can go over and visit him whenever.
Did she leave the door open?
She says it's unlocked. She was like, if he's ever too loud, just go over and
You're like, "It's
calm
okay,
down.
bro."
It's like, I don't mind.
All right,
It's like, okay. Like, I'm probably never going to do it, but okay.
I would if he was like totally freaking out.
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
can I have my juice, please?
Yeah.
She got juice.
Also,
Ooh.
there's something kind of a yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not done.
Coffee bigger for one day.
Now it's just chilling. Now it's turning on again. Ew, the water looks so gross. Alright, y'all. I will check in again later. So far, so good.